Hey friends, Sean from SGT Report here with an update. First of all, apologies for not posting more often recently. And I think it goes without saying, sometimes we're dealt cards we don't want to be dealt. I know we all have our crosses to bear, but thanks for keeping me and my family in your prayers. And the same goes for those MAGA kids, and Nick Sandmann in particular, who was dealt a horrific hand by the crooked mainstream mockingbird media. You guys already know the real story. These young men had the courage to stand in the face of tyranny. And as a father, let me just say, I would be very proud to call Nick Sandmann my son, and all of those young men who all demonstrated courage and tried to do the right thing while they were the ones under fire for the color of their skin and for their personal politics. And they also did the right thing by marching for life. My friend Tracy Beans and A Plain Truth on YouTube both recently made videos regarding the depravity and pure evil that these minors, these teens, had the courage and moral fortitude to march against: abortion. The one topic that seems to unite the left like no other. And you won't believe what the New York State Senate just did. They just passed what is being called the Reproductive Health Act by a vote of 38 to 24 on the 46th anniversary of Roe v. Wade. According to the National Review, the bill had already been passed by the state assembly by a 92 to 47 vote. This heinous bill provides for a permit for abortion at any point during pregnancy if a healthcare practitioner, not even a doctor, deems it necessary for the mother's life or health, meaning all factors including physical, emotional, psychological, familial, and the woman's age, relevant to the well-being of the patient. In other words, abortion will be available up to the time of birth. And this is how the New York State Senate reacted upon passage of this abomination of a bill.
Look at all these women. Look at all these women. I don't even know how these women can call themselves women. One of the differentiators for women and men, something I think that women are infinitely blessed with the opportunity to do, is to carry a child.
I want you to consider the pure, dark evil this new bill represents. According to the CDC, under New York's already very liberal existing abortion laws, in the year 2015, New York performed 544 abortions for every 1,000 live births. Let that sink in. Now, is it any wonder the liberal mockingbird mainstream media targeted the Covington Catholic school kids after they marched for life? As CNN and the rest of the globalist horror media misrepresents the truth about what happened outside of the Lincoln Memorial as these teens, these minors, waited for their bus to travel home.
The native elder was identified as Nathan Phillips, a member of the Omaha Nation and a Vietnam vet.
It has been revealed that Nathan Phillips, who the media portrays as a heroic Native American and Vietnam War vet, has been exposed as not a Vietnam vet.
The only thing that freezes Nathan Phillips is one of the refrigerators he was supposed to be repairing while he was AWOL in Nebraska while he was pretending to be a recon ranger in Vietnam. Wait, what?
But don't try to go to Infowars.com for the honest version of these events. Google is blocking it as a dangerous site that delivers malware. So it's up to Cincinnati.com's Gil Spencer to ask the right questions about Nathan Phillips, and he's got a lot of them. First of all, why did Phillips march up to the Covington Catholic students and start banging his drum instead of walking up to the adults from the Black Hebrew Israelites who were viciously insulting not only the white students, but members of his own group as well? Did he not hear the epithets the members of this known hate group were shouting at the teenagers? Cincinnati.com contributor Gil Spencer has many other questions for Phillips as well, 14 in all, and you should read them. I will link the article in the more information section below. But this type of misrepresentation and false reporting, in fact, lying to the American people, is reaching its boiling point.
This is CNN, the most trusted name in news.
We are hearing from a Native American elder and Vietnam War veteran speaking to CNN after a disturbing viral video shows a group of teens harassing and mocking him in the nation's capital. Here's the video sparking outrage on social media right now. Nathan Phillips was beating his drum and singing an American Indian protest song. And this was on Friday on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial when he saw a clash erupting between a group of teenage students and 4 African-American young men preaching about the Bible and oppression. Well, Phillips says he immediately sensed danger.
He lied about the kids swarming him. He lied about being blocked. He lied that the kids were looking for trouble, looking for something. He also lied about the students saying, build that wall, build that wall.
I heard them saying, build that wall, build that wall.
Not only did he lie about the kids being beasts, targeting old black individuals as prey, the old black individuals turned out to be the ones hurling outright racist and homophobic slurs throughout 2 hours of unedited footage. Even further, he defended the black Hebrew Israelites, claiming it looks like these young men were going to attack these guys. Nathan Phillips didn't just make a mistake, though. He goes further, arguing the black Israelites, they were saying some harsh things, but some of it was true too, and that when the students found out there was more truth out there, they were offended.
Your president is a homosexual. Kumbaya! Ain't gonna be no peace until blood is shed. This is a bunch of future school shooters.
That's right. Y'all got one nigga in the crowd, huh?
One nigga in the crowd.
One nigga, huh? That's right. Here come Gad. Here come Gad.
And now, hero LA trial lawyer Robert Barnes is stepping up to represent the kids who he says were libeled, slandered, and defamed. And he's threatening to sue the New York Times' own Maggie Haberman for libel, along with sleazeball actor Michael Rappaport, who was great in the movie True Romance, written by Quentin Tarantino more than 20 years ago.
I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. All I got is fucking Floyd.
And hasn't been great in much since.
You see the video of these Catholic school teenage boys, hand jobs, harassing, getting in the face of these Native American people? Check this out.
And in a January 24th interview with InfoWars, Barnes said Maggie Haberman had to know these kids were innocent. The press was waiting and they attacked. It was a deliberate campaign. Barnes says, and I quote, "This was a conspiracy. It was a hit job. It was a hit job on their futures. It was a hit job on their reputations." And Barnes goes on to say, imagine being a 15 or 16-year-old kid. You've never, ever experienced this lefty protest culture before, and you think you're just participating with the drums and participating with the Native American. You conduct yourself with the best possible behavior, and then you go home and you discover that you're the subject of the worst libel campaign of private citizens in U.S. legal history. Meanwhile, the Mockingbird mainstream horror media, the liars, the enemies of the people, ignore that the black Hebrew Israelites hurled profanities and racial slurs at the mostly white Catholic teens. Mainstream media, silent, because it doesn't fit the whites are racist narrative. And now the whole thing is blowing up in their face, and the people who have slandered these private citizens, who are also minors, are now about to pay for their crimes in front of a Kentucky jury.
The nice thing about defamation law is that when a particular form of lie or libel is particularly inflammatory, you're allowed to seek what's called per se damages. This means you don't have to prove any individual damages to you. It's just that it's so offensive that the jury gets to assign what those damages are. Those damages can range from $50,000 to $300,000 to, in the Gawker case, millions and millions of dollars. So all these people that have lied and libeled better be checking their bank accounts if they're going to continue to lie and libel of these kids.
So I'll wrap up by saying, friends, that it's incidents like this one where the mainstream Mockingbird CIA media does us the biggest possible favor for exposing themselves as the manipulative liars they are.
This is probably the most extreme and viral moment of media manufacturing of claims of racism that I've seen in the 25 plus years that I've been documenting these kinds of hoaxes, which are stoked by liberal journalists with an agenda.
Liars that will cheer for the destruction of innocent teenagers and for the destruction of innocent lives who will never be born.
Democrats say voters put them in control to pass progressive legislation, and the Reproductive Health Act is one of the first on a long list of bills Republicans can no longer stop.
Thanks for watching. And for real news 24/7, visit us at sgtreport.com. God bless.